I do not have the legal obligation to explain that to you, but I can go in a bit into detail of what you went through around that fact. Yes. So what you experienced was diving into the back rooms. You were, as we know it, clipped. You clipped through. Do you remember where you first clipped? It's when you face through an object or a wall. Hey, subject seems to have temporarily blacked out. Are you okay? Yeah, we were asking you questions. You kind of passed out on us. I imagine you've been doing a lot of running, huh? Yes, so I'm a scientist. We used to make MRI machines, but now, if you could look around, we investigate the back rooms. In other words, I spend every day going in and out of the back rooms myself, hence the lab coat. I am a clipping scientist. In other words, I test sounds and see how they react in the back rooms. You see, the back rooms reacts differently to different frequencies and waves. So for example, this mic, if I took this pen in the back rooms and whispered at the right frequency, it'll cause it to spaz out and no clip into the wall. I'm assuming you've seen a little bit of that yourself, considering you just came from there. Do you remember how long you were in there for? You have no idea. If you had to estimate, you would say about a week. Okay. Was there anyone else in there with you? We are looking for a 5'10" black male. You know him? Oh. Okay, so it sounds like the monster got to him, I'm assuming. Okay. Did you see any other extraterrestrial phenomenon? We use extraterrestrial in this tense because it is otherworldly. We are not aware of what the back rooms are. Every day we are trying to find new information, and we will not stop. Yes, okay. I'm sorry. I don't think you're going to be able to leave here. Yeah, it's not my call. It's not my decision to make, but I will be upfront with you and say that if you do provide some very useful data, we can help you out. So just try to relax and let me know from the top, okay? So, can you describe the scenery you saw? Okay, you said infinite pools. Okay. Rooms that looped, okay, forever. You saw it's interesting. So you're saying it looked almost like a car garage with layers exposed that went down seemingly forever. I dropped my pen. We're lucky it didn't no clip into the ground. Okay, so based off the information you have told me, I think it is safe to say that I can let you know where you are. You are currently in a space in between the back rooms in reality. We like to call it the no-go zone. It is a fine line between reality and the back rooms. We are in here. It is the temporary space when you transfer. Now, the reason we're here is because we get to play around. Physics work kind of different here. Like I said, the sound waves travel at a different speed, allowing us to mess with the back rooms and send people in and out without any risk. Now, you said you were with a black man. Do you remember his name? Yes, Clark. We were looking for Clark. He seemingly accidentally clipped his way into the back rooms and unmonitored part of the facility. See, unmonitored parts, see, we have a bit of a controlled area. And the further you go out from that controlled area, the more dangerous and more unhuman things become. You'll notice when you first walk into the back rooms, things make sense. It looks like an extension of our world, but the further you go in, the dimensions distort. Ceilings become walls and vice versa. Yes, I'm sure you're aware. Okay, so, and you said he was losing his mind. A bit of a psychosis. Okay, interesting. Psychosis. Do you feel like you've been experiencing a bit of a psychosis yourself after seeing such a thing? No. Well, I hate to inform you, but I do believe you are suffering from a backroom hepatitis psychosis. In other words, when you were in the back rooms, from being in there for too long and being exposed to the yellow light frequency, it caused your brain to go in a bit of a psychosis. And because of that, we do need to keep you here at the lab permanently. Don't worry, we have already notified family and friends of your extended stay, and we will be providing you with full services, including food and water. Sleep will be it depends how it goes. We won't be needing your expertise on the subject to help us out further. Alright, team,